So let me welcome all of them. Haider Rafique, Mr. Haider Rafique, the Global Chief Marketing Officer at OKX. Please give a large applause for Mr. Haider Rafique. Hi. You can sit anywhere, anywhere. I'll be sitting there. Okay. All right. So our second speaker, Eljaboom, Forbes 40 under 40, and the co-founder of Oxy. Please welcome Elja as well. Hi. Welcome. And we have Ömür Çataltepe, Business Development Director at Ton Foundation. So welcome Ömür on stage. Merhaba. Hoş geldiniz. So let's get started. I know Mr. Haider Rafique will be leaving very soon. You have a very tight schedule, I know, so we'll just get started with you about Web3. Everybody is interested in this topic, and we want to learn more about the advantages, the disadvantages, how we can make use of it, and how we can connect it with the previous operations. So what will the future of crypto look like with Web3? What do you think? What do you see in the future?
So I think the future of Web3 will be that you'll be able to get out of those restricted app stores, and you'll have sort of more robust, open, ecosystems that you can interact with. Imagine a world where you can go from Google Play Store over to Apple Play Store, and those apps are able to interact with each other. That doesn't happen today. I think that's what crypto enables. I think the future is going to be that most of these apps will become really interoperable. You'll be able to hop from one platform to another platform very easily.
So it will be very easy for us to make connections and to hop between all the applications all together. And also, what are the critical pieces? How do you see it? And when we need what we need for Web3, there is a microphone for you for this. Okay. And how is OKX? How do you support this?
So, this is, OKX is my second crypto company. I coincidentally worked for a legacy crypto wallet called blockchain.com. And what I learned there was that the wallet itself was still very limited in terms of its utility. You're able to store crypto assets like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, and Litecoin, but there wasn't much else you could do. And if you look at the OKX wallet, it starts with a custody solution. You're able to seamlessly bring over your crypto, and you're now in a self-hosted environment, and you can store this crypto with full control. And we recently launched our MPC technology, which basically means that if you somehow forgot your backup seed phrase or your password, the MPC technology will allow you to recover your wallet very easily. So for us, what we're trying to do is make the UX, the front end, much easier to use. Because if you look at the developer activity, a lot of the developer Web3 activities on the back-end technology, on the piping. I think what we're trying to do is innovate on the front end as well while working out the back-end technologies.
So it's going to make everything easier, that's what I understand. But another question also comes to my mind. Is it safe? How can we increase the, how can we make sure that it's safer for us to use Web3?
I think software makes it safer. Now, of course, there are blind spots, even in technology. But our policy, when it comes to wallet protection or wallet security, is that we have this umbrella policy that we won't use any third-party scripts in our code. I think that's very important. If you look at some of the failures in self-hosted wallets, it's typically most common mistake that developers make is they'll use a third-party injection in their code, and we at all cost avoid that. And I think that makes our OKX wallet quite safe. Okay. And again, we also have a really robust security team that's looking and auditing the code, and we have a bug bounty program. All of these things combined, I think, bring a really secure solution to people around the world.
So because it's a very dynamic system, new things come along, so you have to make some changes, some adaptations, and customers will also, the users will get used to it easily. So it's very important also the safety and being user-friendly. So I would like to turn to the audience. Do you have any questions to Mr. Haider Rafique? Because he has to leave very soon. As I told you before, he has a very tight schedule. He will going to, can I tell?
Yes, sure.
To Italy, London, Monaco, and then after that to Los Angeles, I think. So it's going to be a tight schedule. But I think he'll be very pleased to answer your questions if you have any about Web3 and OKX applications. Do you have any questions?
And panelists, you guys are also welcome to ask questions.
Although I have my turn for you.
Elliot, do you have any questions?
No, for me, I'm just going to share a story, but it has to do with OKX as well, a part of it.
It's okay, all right. So then thank you very much for being with us tonight, today. Yeah, so that you'll have some time to catch your plane, I think.
Thank you very much, and thanks for having me here.
You're welcome. Thank you very much.
Cheers.
So, I have it. It was very nice meeting you here. So I will also change spots.
Nice to meet you.
So I have 2 speakers left, and I'm not letting you go, guys, okay? So we'll be here. So Ella, let's continue with you. What are the most important products for Web3 adoptions? What can you say about these products?
Web3 till now, it's first of all, marhaba everyone. And Web3, they need products to attract the majority of users. Till now, the users in Web3 are very small. And one of them, I believe, Oxy or any similar product, where you can allow easy way for people to off-ramp their money from crypto outside of crypto. Maybe Turkey is more open to crypto, more than most of the countries, actually. But other countries, which is the majority as well, they have a problem in off-ramping this money outside. Second thing, we've seen now, I don't know if you guys too much in crypto, we've seen that memes is attracting so many users who are afraid from crypto or do not understand crypto. And one of them was Pepe, which is something I'm quite sure many people heard of. Now it went, I don't know, above $1.8 billion in 14 days. And it came from normal people. We're speaking about it like Pauli, Kenobi, Chris, and Yazan. And it made new people come from Reddit, from etc. So memes is a good part of the culture. Also, there's something called OGs, like meme and DeFi. Things simple to attract the people. And that's a part of going to mass adoption and making an easy way for them to off-ramp this money out of the space.
So how do you see the future of Web3? I'm sure we're going to have Web 4, Web 5, and it's going to go like that. So what do you think of Web 3? What is it going to be replaced by in the future? What do you expect?
To be honest, Web 3 needs to be regulated. But I still believe it needs to be in DeFi. And my future or the visionary I see, which should be DeFi but centralized, but KYC'd. It means you can use your non-custodial wallet, MetaMask, OKX wallet, Oxy, whatever, Trust wallet, etc. But you should make a KYC on it. So at least when someone trying to off-ramp, the government or any entity can know who's behind it, just to protect it from the bad actors or money laundering and all this.
All right. So Ömür, do you want to add anything to what Eli has commented so far about Web3's future, about how it's going to be improved in the future?
Yeah, actually it is about the support of the Web2 applications, because the Web3 applications has a very different kind of infrastructure. For example, for onboarding the retail investors, they need to have a knowledge about crypto. Because of that, it's a challenge for the new and beginner users to use these products. Because of that, some Web2 level apps, especially for the messenger apps, these kind of applications can have some Web3 applications by integrating some cryptocurrency wallets. And yeah, this kind of support from Web2, it will provide a fast track for onboarding the users to these products. Yeah.
But there are also some challenges, right? Because we are talking about both the advantages and the disadvantages of Web3. What do you think are the main challenges for the developers and also for the users?
Yes. For developers, the main challenge is the different infrastructure. For example, for using the applications, today, almost all of us, we are using Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, these kind of applications. We are using our email address or phone number with a password for using these applications. But in Web3, the process is completely different because there cannot be any information that kind of centralized database. So in Web3, we are using our digital wallets. We are using our cryptocurrency wallets to logging in these applications. So understanding this mechanism, understanding blockchain, understanding smart contracts from beginning to advanced level is a challenge for developers, but it's a new world, and this challenge is must. And also I want to add that some of the blockchains have some different smart contract language, which is seems like a challenge, but actually it is not, because today it is very difficult to create complex and customizable, highly customizable applications in the traditional languages. But if there is a specifically smart contract language which is for a blockchain, it means not a challenge. It means a gateway for building these kind of complex applications. Yes.
All right, so do you have any questions, by the way? I also want to interact with our audience. Do you have any questions about the advantages or the possible disadvantages that you want to, because we have the people here, they are highly competitive in their areas, so if you have any questions about Web3, feel free. Can I see some hands? No hands? Okay, I have some questions, so I'll continue with my questions actually. So as I asked to Haider earlier, in the future, we may need more protection. So how do you provide the safety? How can we make sure that it's not in bad hands? How can we make sure that everything is safe in Web3?
First of all, nothing is safe in Web3.
Nothing is safe, I know.
Because it's a new technology. And people are entrepreneurs. So that's why we always say invest what you're willing to lose. The good thing about the sixes so far, which not all of them, of course, like OKX, like the tier one, basically, they do some due diligence. They make sure that the contracts are audited. There is multi-sig on if there is like treasury, etc. The bad part in DeFi, after like, for an example, let's say Pepe, I don't know how many of you know Pepe here, but everyone start to launch his memes. And majority of them, they don't have multi-sig. The wallet distribution are bad. They have sniper bots. So they pump and they dump on retailers. And of course, who missed Pepe, they want to jump for the next Pepe. And here, everyone is getting liquidated. And that's the bad part. Here is the bad actors. So how can you save it? You have to be smart as a person, because no system can save you from these people.
How can we be smart? Because you want to get the experience,
Actually,
but there's also a cost related to it.
That's good. There is a speaker tomorrow here. His name is Leonardo. He will be tomorrow. He's multi-sig and Phantom. He's cybersecurity and he's on-chain analyst.
Okay.
So he will be the best one to answer. I can answer, but I will let him tomorrow answer.
All right. Okay, then. So for tomorrow, we'll be waiting for the answer. And Ömür, do you want to add anything about the security? How can we feel more secure while getting the advantages of Web3?
Yes, actually there are multiple angles for security. For example, if we talk about the security of our personal data, in traditional internet, we are using kind of applications like Facebook and Instagram, but they are holding our personal informations in their centralized database. So they are able to access these informations and they can sell that, they can do anything they want, because today we can say like data is the new oil in the world. But for Web3, the privacy is the first priority, I think, because the data will be stored in blockchain, and only you, the owner of the wallet, owner of the contract, can see the data. The other people can see only the encrypted information in the blockchain. So because of that, there is a very big advantage for information security. And yeah, for for the other part, the authentication, authorization part, your email address can be hacked, or you can use the same password in the other platforms. Then they can, if they hack the other platform, they can hack your other accounts in the other platforms as well. So in Web3, we are using web wallets, and I want to add something about that. Most of the people think like the cryptocurrency wallets are for storing cryptocurrencies and are storing for assets. It is true, but there is another perspective for that. The cryptocurrency wallets are also part of our digital identity. For example, we can log in an application by using our digital wallet, by using our cryptocurrency wallet. So it is decentralized and it is for digital identity, which no one cannot touch that if they don't have your private keys. But so the private key is unique and you have to store it very, very well. Otherwise, they can also hack your wallet and they can steal your assets from your wallet too. It is also not safe. So yeah.
So it's like a passport or an ID, right? We
Yes.
can also be interpreting it like that. But, you know, in the modern world, everyone can impersonate anything. You know, we see that people that are talking, actually they're not making that speech, or the videos that they're not actually playing in it. So you cannot differentiate between whether it's real or not. It's because of the artificial intelligence. This is what we see. So is it possible, that's what I want to understand, because it's a passport, it's not only a wallet, it's also storing our identity in it. Is it possible to impersonate such data? So this is maybe one of the challenges that is waiting for us, or how can we prevent it?
Yeah. The thing is, the private key is your key for accessing your wallet and doing transactions, because no one cannot do anything from a wallet perspective without having its private key. But if you have the private key, you can do this kind of interactions in the decentralized applications. You can socialize, you can customize these kind of things, but you need to use a decentralized application for that.
Okay, thank you very much. And do you want to add anything, Ellie, about it? I know tomorrow we'll be having a crypto session about it, about the security part of it. But if you don't mind, I would also want to learn how we can connect today with the past, meaning that how we can connect Web 2 with Web 3, because we need a bridge between those.
Actually, that's a valuable question. The problem in Web 2 people, they are fighting Web 3 because either the business model in Web 2 is very well, so they don't want to come to Web 3 because Web 3 is still small. It's too much propaganda, but it's still small. And either they don't know how. So if we see, for an example, in NFTs, which is the most easy way for onboarding Web 2 to Web 3, we saw so many brands coming from Web 2 to Web 3.
Yeah.
Most of them failed, let's say, because they didn't understand the culture of Web 3. But there is a good, for example, a benchmark. There is a project called Gummy Invasion, which is a small collection, but now they are making physical gum. I think they're going to launch in 2 months, something like that. So you eat a gum, different flavors like cucumber, Coca-Cola, like this. And once you eat it as well, there is like a RFID code. You put your phone, you collect points. So by time, they're going to onboard these users from the Web 2 to Web 3 in an organic way, not in a way, jump now, get this utility, blah, blah, blah. So I think that would be, I hope that would be the new meta from builders in Web 3 to build something that can collect the people in Web 2.
Yeah.
And I think that would be a good start, in my opinion.
Yeah, that would be a nice bridge to connect everyone. So can messenger apps drive also a Web3 adoption with their larger user base? What do you think, Ömür?
Yes, I think the messenger apps can definitely help for the Web3 adoption. Let me clarify that with a real-life example. Today we have WhatsApp, WeChat, and we have Telegram. Telegram is currently have 800 million monthly active users in the platform, and there are some applications in Telegram. But before mentioning about these applications, I want to talk about the traditional bots in Telegram. In the past, we were using the bots by clicking the buttons and typing something, right? That was very simple. But today, we are able to design interface and improve the user experience in Telegram. Just imagine like we have Amazon mobile application, right? It is an external application in our phone. But just imagine you have Amazon in the inside of Telegram and you are not going any outside, any external application. So we call this technology as web app. So you can design interface, you can do any application you want. Let me clarify that with some examples for Web3 adoption. So today, anyone is able to create decentralized exchange in Telegram by using this web app technology. You can design an NFT marketplace, you can design a launchpad. Just imagine like you are integrating the Ton wallet and the people, the Ton holders are investing the IDO projects from your launchpad in Telegram. So there are multiple ways to build something in Telegram for that. So let me give another example from real life cases. For example, there is a project they are willing to build in Ton for enabling a travel platform. Just imagine you are able to book hotels, you are able to buy flights from Telegram without going anywhere. So this user experience enables creating Web3 apps, Web 2.5 apps. So there are multiple paths for that. And I can tell you that much, these kind of applications are great for that. And we have wallets in Telegram. You can type @wallet in Telegram and you can see a custodial wallet. It is designed for the retail users who doesn't know anything about crypto, but they want to invest in that. So for simplifying the process for investing in cryptocurrencies, there are options for buying cryptocurrency with a credit card or P2P trading. So these kind of applications will be a gateway for using Web3 applications in Telegram. I think it's a good example for that. So there can be food delivery apps, there can be e-commerce platforms, something like that. We can do anything for that. So it's completely up to the developers and entrepreneurs' creativity. Thank you.
So thank you very much for your contribution to this rich and dynamic panel. And can I please get a big applause from you to all our speakers? Mr. Haider has left, but we still have Eljaboom and Ömür Çataltepe who gave us information about the advantages and disadvantages of Web3. Thank you very much for your contribution.